Okay, well, it's spring. There's still some snow here. So there's two parts of this cave. In front of me is the gated part. It's obviously not closed to the public. I don't have a key to get in or anything like that. So I'm not even gonna go any closer. I can hear dripping water, so the ice in there is probably melting. It'd be kind of cool to see. But I think it's gated because of the bats, so I'm not gonna mess with it. So here I am on top of snow. Kind of cool. Looking into the part of the cave that is open. Wow. Seems like I'm up on top of a cliff. That's because I'm on top of snow, which is on top of rocks, blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna go over to the side, see if I can climb down without falling down. Hopefully, let's see here. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of sort of a cliff here. So you know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna put my cameras down a second. Put on my gloves so I have a little bit of grip. Not going to be the most graceful way to get down into the cave, but at least I'll be in there. The ground is a bit muddy, so that makes it a little bit slippery. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm kind of facing the sun, but once I'm inside the cave, that's not going to be so much of a problem. I'm kind of climbing down on a rock a little bit steeper than I would normally do, but it's not that far, so I don't think I'll get a Darwin Award climbing in here. Okay, wow, beautiful little cave, just a little bit of snow. Huh. Yeah, anyway, that's called sarcasm. There's actually the ground, I don't know, the snow outside is very uneven. Some places the ground is bare, some places it's got to be at least 2 feet. So I really don't know what's actually going on out there. It's above freezing, but not by much. All right, so let's see if I can walk through here. This is kind of cool. Let me see if I can pan down and show this. I don't know if my camera's gonna do it justice, especially since I just made a big footprint. See if I can pan down here for you. Okay, so look at that hole there. So there was like snow in here, right? And the ice is melting, or the water is melting above, snow is melting above, dripping down, making these big craters. Kind of cool. Just thought I'd show you that. I know, it's not quite, you know, Superman's Fortress of Solitude, but pretty sure Superman won't let me in his Fortress of Solitude, so gotta take what I can get here. All right, so I'm climbing up. I only have one glove on. I'm gonna have to stop a second to put my other glove on in just a second. Since I figure out how the heck I'm gonna get up here. Seems just a little bit steep. I've been up here in the summer. Even in the summer, it's a bit tricky. But in the winter, you know, I think I'm standing on a piece of rock and it's actually a piece of ice. It makes a difference, trust me. All right, so let me see if I can pan my camera up just a bit. Slide my knee pad back onto my knee so it's not a shin guard. Oh great, got my glove cut on my knee pad. That's a bit awkward. All right, here we go. Oops, of course my flashlights don't really want to behave either. Notice the spots where there's no snow. That's where there's been airflow. Whoa. So there's your first clue. You're on top of a cave. Because, well, some kind of void in the ground. Not necessarily a big one. One big enough for a human. Something in there. The snow is soft. I'm like sinking in. I don't want to sink in and get myself stuck. I'm not saying that'd be funny, but it would be hilarious. I've already photographed this cave pretty well, made a 3D model, but it's more fun to come up here and just walk through it like a regular tourist. Slightly nicer camera. Boy, I'm out of breath. I'm only walking 10 feet. Wow. Well, this is one way to find out I'm out of shape, I guess. We'll call this one a warm-up. All right. See if I can get I get down there. See if I can get my flashlights adjusted all the way up to their highest brightness. Okay. Now before I fight with my flashlights, see if I can pan down, show you something kind of cool. The floor! Admit it, you always wanted to see a floor. All right. Obviously I'm in the ice on the rock floor. So these are icicles, but you know, they're growing up from below. So we call these ice stalagmites. Like I said, not really glamorous. I've definitely seen bigger, but you know, every little helps. Now I am watching for bats. If I see any bats in here, I'll turn around and leave. But since it's an ice cave, I'm not expecting any bats in here, especially this time of year. Okay, so I can get down here on the left. Sounds like fun, since I figure out how to do it without tripping and falling. I'm zigzagging a bit. I want to show everything on my way into the cave, so the light is behind me, instead of worrying about facing the sun on the way out. It is a sunny day. In fact, the high is supposed to be like 80 degrees today in the city. Probably more like 70 up here in the mountains, but whatever. Same thing. Darn it. Camera's being picky. All right, I'm up here a little bit, and there's ice everywhere. Not everywhere, but I mean, patchy ice. Point is, imagine driving on a road with patchy ice. You still got to be careful. Same sort of thing. I'm walking through a cave with patchy ice, so I got to try to be careful so I don't die a horrible death, or worse, hurt my camera. Here we go. Okay, so this is not the end of the cave. Yeah, there's no sign of bats. That's cool. I'm not going to go any farther, but yeah, if you're feeling really brave, like in the summer or something, come over there, crawl back there on the right if you dare. It doesn't go back much farther though. It's not really any point. Probably bats down there. I'll disturb them, so I'll just stay out of there. Oh man, looks like my light is flickering. Yeah, both my cameras. Looks like the video's flickering because my flashlight. Darn it. Arg. Yeah, these flashlights are not designed for video at all, but the ones that are designed for video, they're not particularly portable. If I win the lottery, I'm gonna like custom make my own brand of flashlights specifically designed